The controversy over House Bill 2 is already heating up, with multiple rallies planned throughout the day from both sides. News 13's Donovan joins us live again from a supporters rally right behind the legislature. And Evan, this is a big day in Raleigh.
It's a huge day, Holly, not just in Raleigh, but for our entire state. Just about an hour ago, we heard from 4 Democrats in the legislature who introduced a bill to repeal House Bill 2. That bill will hit the floor tonight at 7 o'clock when both the House and the Senate gavel in for their short session following the end of their legislative long session about a month ago when HB2 was passed. But right now, we are here at a supporters rally, and I want to pan through the crowd so you can see what's going on right here. We just heard from Speaker Pro Tem Skip Stam. There are thousands of people here on the Halifax Mall in Raleigh in support of HB2. We have seen signs saying keep women and kids safe, no men in women's bathrooms. There are a lot of people here very passionate in their support of this bill, and I want to bring you over to one of them right now. This is Susan Martinez. She is from Burlington. And Susan, thank you so much for joining us today. I wanted to just kind of ask you what brought you out here today. Obviously, you felt compelled by this bill to come out and support it. What really is motivating you?
Well, it really, to me, is very scary to have the idea of a man coming into the women's bathroom, but I didn't really realize the full extent of it until a cousin of mine had sent me a YouTube clip, and it showed someone who was posing as transgender going into the women's bathroom and the reaction of the women in there. And when I saw that, I thought, oh my word, I really don't realize the full import of this, because we haven't had men going into women's bathrooms or transgenders going into women's bathrooms. And then when I saw their reaction when a man would come into the women's bathroom, I was like, oh my word, that is so scary, that I would truly be frightened out of my mind, that I think that I would just leave because I'd be so uncomfortable with it.
Now, I suppose the opposing side might say transgender people have been using those bathrooms for a long time, and there just hasn't been this kind of attention brought onto it. What would you say to those people?
Well, I'd say that I think that just our morals that we've had up to this point has really inhibited that. I've never seen that problem, and I think that it's something that is just morally right to do. As again, I've never had an issue of being worried about going in the bathroom. I've never had that example, so I don't think it's really been that much of a problem. But since it has come up, I think it's something that needs to be addressed to protect the women and children and to make us feel comfortable.
Thank you so much for joining us, Susan. We really appreciate that. Please stay with us on air and online throughout the day. A little bit later on today, we're going to be talking to some protesters who are opposed to HB2, including a sit-in protest planned inside the legislature at 4 p.m. by the NAACP. And again, both the House and Senate gavel in tonight at 7 o'clock. Reporting live from Raleigh, I'm Donovan for News 13.